Alors, nous sommes à l'hôpital du camp de Kaouidang. Kaouidang est un camp qui est situé environ à 5 ou 6 km de la frontière cambodgienne et qui reçoit les malades importants et tous les blessés de la frontière. Alors, les blessés de la frontière, c'est en général des blessés par mine, des blessés par balle. Si on peut dire schématiquement que la Croix-Rouge s'occupe en urgence de sauver la vie de ces gens-là, ensuite se pose le problème de leur réinsertion dans une vie sociale minimale. Et pour ce faire, il est absolument indispensable de les accompagner.
Indignation is what led Jean-Baptiste and Marie-Yves Ricardier, Marie Roux and Claude Simoneau to help all those that had suffered the indescribable. Working in Cambodian refugee camps on the Thai border, they launched the association, Operation Handicap International, so that all those amputated after a mine explosion are included in humanitarian aid and the healthcare chain.
Une des règles fondamentales de la fabrication des prothèses, c'est d'utiliser des matériaux locaux et peu onéreux comme le bambou, le bois et le cuir, que les Khmers savent travailler de manière à ce qu'ils puissent, dans n'importe quelle condition et après notre départ, réparer et fabriquer leurs prothèses eux-mêmes.
Appropriate technology, autonomy, the foundations of the association now known as Handicap International, Humanity and Inclusion, or more simply HI, were laid. Inspired by simple equipment techniques developed in Africa, the HI teams ensure that those with prosthetics can make and repair their prosthetics themselves and look towards a new future. But the challenge doesn't stop there. The autonomy of people inevitably relies on their ability to support themselves and their loved ones, to access healthcare and education services, and to defend their rights. In other words, win back their dignity. HI's field of work expanded in the 1990s to help those impacted by any kind of disability in most aspects of their lives, and by defending their rights. Intervention in Romanian orphanages in 1990 is the association's first mental health project. Our teams also go on to provide long-term psychosocial support for survivors of the genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda in 1994. Inclusive education in Benin and Vietnam, economic integration in Tunisia and Bolivia, psychosocial support in Palestine and Lebanon, rehabilitative care in Yemen and Cambodia, maternal and child health in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Togo, prevention of gender-based violence in Kenya and Senegal, demining in Laos and Colombia, raising awareness of the danger of explosive remnants of war in Myanmar and Iraq, prevention of natural disasters in Nepal and Haiti. For 40 years, HI has supported people with disabilities and vulnerable populations so that everyone is able to exercise their rights fully. The right to education, the right to work, the right to healthcare access. Thanks to its experience in many fields of intervention, both in development and after crisis situations, thanks to its close ties with local partners and disability associations, the association has played a key role in developing the International Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. In 2006, it is adopted by the United Nations. In all the projects carried out since it was founded, the association has remained committed to innovation. In 2020, it wins 2 Horizon Prizes awarded by the European Union. These prizes highlight HI's ability to innovate and create pragmatic and effective solutions in developing countries, conflict and disasters. Endemic conflict, war, the mass exodus of refugees, and natural disasters, the state of the world is multiplying crisis intervention zones. HI carries out and promotes inclusive humanitarian action that takes into account those with specific needs and vulnerable groups that are often excluded or overlooked by conventional support systems. For 40 years, the association has deployed teams in multiple conflict zones and among refugees. Afghanistan, Angola, Bangladesh, Iraq, Myanmar, the Central African Republic, Sierra Leone. It launched its biggest intervention program in the 2010s with the Syrian crisis. It is still working there, just like in Yemen and in the war in Ukraine. The association's history has also been punctuated by major natural disasters. It is deeply involved in the aftermath of the tsunamis that devastated Indonesia and Sri Lanka in 2004. The association was already present in Haiti when it was hit by the earthquake on the 12th of January 2010, enabling it to intervene immediately after the crisis. Unprecedented resources are deployed to help local populations, with a field team of up to 600 people at times. Similarly, HI provides immediate aid in Nepal after it was hit by an earthquake on the 25th of April 2015. The association's responsiveness highlights the benefits of its efforts to raise awareness and prepare for the risks of natural disasters in the country. And when the COVID-19 pandemic broke out in March 2020, our teams adapted their work. Over 2.2 million people benefit from our support to tackle the health crisis in 47 countries. The founding revolt, that of the injustice to neglected mine victims, prompted the association to engage in advocacy work in the 1990s, alongside political and diplomatic actors. At the time, in Cambodia alone, 200 people still became mine victims each month.
Depuis plus de 10 ans maintenant, Handicap International travaille au Cambodge. Quand nous avons commencé, il y avait 12 000 amputés. En 10 ans, nos équipes en ont appareillé 15 000. Or aujourd'hui, ils sont 30 000. Donc il y avait un véritable problème, une arithmétique insupportable que nous avons appelée la guerre des lâches. Et l'association a décidé de faire quelque chose.
After opening its first demining program in Cambodia, HI launches an international campaign to ban anti-personnel mines with 5 other international associations. Civil society is called upon, and a manifesto, Let's Stop the Massacres of the Cowards' War, received 600,000 signatures. In particular, citizens rally together at the association's key annual event, the Shoe Pyramid in France, Luxembourg and the UK. In 1997, the fight's crowning achievement is the signing of the Ottawa Treaty, banning anti-personnel mines, and a few days later, the Nobel Peace Prize, awarded to the campaign, which involved over 1,000 associations around the world at the time. The link the association established with its supporters was forged by the transparency of its programs and philosophy of action. The association renews this special link through public demonstrations and informational meetings led by volunteers, sometimes with unexpected speakers like Raymond Aubrac, resistance fighter and director of France's post-war demining service.
Dans l'ensemble de la trajectoire de Handicap International, ce qui me frappe, c'est que cette organisation non gouvernementale, partie d'un petit noyau d'hommes et de femmes soucieux d'aide humanitaire, est arrivée à mobiliser suffisamment l'opinion en France et dans d'autres pays pour arriver à obtenir la signature d'un traité. Et je pense que c'est important de faire comprendre aux jeunes le poids, la force de l'opinion publique quand il s'agit de mobiliser les hommes, les femmes, même les enfants, contre une injustice majeure.
Drawing on its experience of banning mines, HI continues to fight against armed violence by mobilizing states to ban cluster munitions. A prohibition treaty was signed in Oslo in 2008. Today, HI is calling on all states to protect civilians from bombing and mobilizing the general public with the Stop Bombing Civilians campaign. Over these 40 years, the HI organization has evolved to tackle the various humanitarian and geopolitical challenges of the time. In the 1990s, the NGO action Nord-Sud merges with HI. Atlas Logistique then joins forces with the association in 2006 to strengthen its ability to respond in emergencies. Since then, Atlas Logistique has been HI's operational unit, specializing in aid delivery, the logistics support for humanitarian organizations and systems. Today, HI is a large international team made up of 5,000 people working in around 60 countries and collaborating with hundreds of partner organizations. All its skills and talent and the incredible wealth of experience and expertise are harnessed to meet increasing needs and tackle major operational challenges while respecting our ethical principles, but also to address other issues, some old, some new. Promoting inclusion, improving safeguarding, enhancing accountability, reducing our environmental footprint, improving and promoting diversity. Under the guidance of our 4 values: humanity, inclusion, commitment, and integrity.